day number 4. She sat for 48 hours, got out of the clamps. She held her shape, which is a good thing. Won't have to start over. Let's see what we got. Didn't take much to break her loose. There we go, there's our main beam. It's got a nice curve to it. It's actually a nice slope, and then it has an apex. A little steeper angle. There we go. Now it's time for beam number 2. We'll be doing the first layer today. Take care. Alright, she came out nice and straight. No whoop-de-doos. Got a nice curve to it. Ends up about, I don't know, 3 feet high in the middle. A little bit of clamp bruising, nothing horrendous. I expected that. I'll put a little moisture on there, and that'll bring it right back to life. Right there is about the worst one. It's not bad. But all in all, it looks pretty good. Nice and straight. So it's all about scraping the dry glue off, and then we'll start the shaping process. Shaving off some of the heavy glue to help save the machine blades when I run it through the planer. Paring chisel. Could be sharper, but it's working. Then I'll come back over with a scraper. Not worried about getting it all, just most of it, the big gobs. Hey folks, catch you all up a minute. There we go. I got number 2 started. Got the first glue up going. Everything went smooth. You've seen it before. I didn't want to bore you again. On the other one, I got it up on the saw horses. Let me get you straight here. There, you can see it. I'm done with the chisel. Now I come back with the jack plane. Basically what I'm doing is getting the high spots and the low spots, and my point is just to give me a decent surface, flat surface, to so to sit nice. Well, that's pretty cool, you can almost see through it. Sit nice going through the planer, and my point is to get this face perpendicular to this edge, to the top, and got a pretty much dead nut. So that's going to be good enough, and then I can start using the machine to smooth everything out. So carry on. Thanks. Hey everybody, day 4 or 5. I got one beam totally glued up and dressed on one side. The other one's still in the clamps. Had to sit there all weekend. It turned out better than I could expect. There's the originals laying right on top of the new one, and all in all, she lined up pretty good. Laying her on top, get some of my layout. You can see it's pretty damn close to being the same. The only difference is, see how that nice curve? I have to carve that into my piece. I'll just trace that out. Straight up, follow the angle, and then here, where I got more of a curve, I'll just do another glue up, stack that up, and I'll get my line. So that'll be step 2 in the glue up, I guess. See, all these holes have to be drilled. I'll double check them for centers. These large ones are for the big long cross bolts to hold the 2 beams together. I got several of those. This is my close enough to center mark, so I put a reference line straight down in case I have to move it. I can line it back up, and I can also use that to line up my other beam, because they both have to be the same, right? So things are underway and looking pretty decent. This end came out about the same. I'll have to stack glue for thickness here and get this nice curve. So there you go. About day 5, somewhere in there. I really don't care. Right on. And a few of you made comments about too bad you got to paint it, and you're right. This stuff is absolutely beautiful. I love the laminated wood look. Whoops, that's bright. So, but unfortunately I have committees and everything else to go by, so I have to do what they tell me. There you go. Underway. Alright, I got my thickness glued up. 5 more layers of cedar. What a pain in the butt. But most of it's going to get carved away, so if it's not perfect, that's fine. Then down on this end, I only put 4 layers. And now that I look at it, I should have put 5, I guess. But as many clamps as I got, you never have enough. So I had to dig in the bin and get these big old giant bar clamps out. But here, I'll let you in on a little trade secret. Take little short pieces of wood like this and smear them with glue. Everything gets real slippery and tries to squirt out the other end when you clamp it. Go figure, right? Alright, so this will all sit for the weekend, including the other beam. Come Monday, should have a bunch of work to do. Alright, have a wonderful weekend. Well, if I don't put this up tonight, I hope you have a wonderful week. Play nice. Here's an added bonus to working on the bridge with this red cedar. Got me a nice tinder fire starter pile. Ignites pretty good. Probably take a spark. So, if you send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Stalker Steve, include a check for $29.95, I can stuff a Ziploc bag full of this stuff, and you can have your pile of commemorative bridge fire starter. Don't forget, $29.95, Stalker Steve, self-addressed stamp envelope. Have a good day.